Hi, I'm Owen, and this is my story. About 2 or 3 years ago, I think, is when I started realizing that there was just something different about me. You know, I felt like I didn't really fit in as much with like other girls, and just being called a girl, being called she, and being called her, and various other gender terms just felt wrong. And I didn't know what this meant really, and I didn't know for a while, but I just went through just a period of time of me just feeling awful. On my own, I did research, and I reached out to people in the LGBT community, and I met other people, and I met trans people and non-binary people and people who don't identify with any gender. And that, just meeting people like that and having them share their experiences with me helped me find somewhere that I could fit in. Well, I got pretty lucky. The school I'm in is a pretty accepting community. However, not everyone was really on board. And so it wasn't a lot of like aggressive. It was more passive. It was passive sort of ignorance. Even in acceptance, there are like ways to sort of ostracize these people. And that's like the good side of it. And the bad side of it is people getting attacked, people getting hurt. The suicide rate for transgender teens is like 41%, which is awful. That's a lot of people living in a society that doesn't accept them, doesn't want them to present how they feel is right for them, is what leads them to feel that way. There are so many people out there who are just like you. You just have to find them, and you will find them. I was drawn to its time too, because I felt like, as someone who got insanely lucky with my parents and with my community, and I have just so much support from the people around me, I felt like it would be good for me to reach out to people who don't have that support and provide help and provide encouragement for those who aren't as lucky as I am. Hate is caused by ignorance, generally. And if I can do something to educate people, it'll make them understanding, so they don't have to be scared of what they don't understand. And by giving that information, it can hopefully lead to a more accepting, more kind community. I personally am very accepting of everyone, depending on no matter what your race is, what your gender is, what your religion is, how you identify yourself. And I think that's really the best way we should be as a society, is just accepting, willing to coexist with one another, realizing that not everyone is like you, and that's okay, and people are different. If everyone was accepting, the world would be just, I feel like it'd be so much more peaceful, so much more loving. I feel like you'd see a lot more different people around, like even in smaller communities, because people would feel free to express themselves. I feel like it would just be a more peaceful world. I feel like less war, less anger. I would like to thank It's Time To for allowing me to speak out, and also for being an incredibly accepting organization, and an incredibly kind organization, and for being non-judgmental.